This is fine. Everything is fine. Alright, hello everyone, I'm Philip.
And I'm Justin.
And together, we are Pajamas. And we are finally cracking the nut on season 6 of Doctor Who. Last time we left off, well, in the story, main story, the thing behind the crack, Silence Will Fall, is still out there somewhere.
Yes, it's still a mystery.
Yes. And yeah, but before we get into anything else, 2 disclaimers. 1, it's hot as hell as of this recording. We record in bulk, so I don't know when this will be up, but as of right now, it is June and it is hot. And it sucks, and summer sucks, and it all sucks. And disclaimer number 2, I'm adding this to all new videos based on some very mean complaints I had. I do apologize for any stammering, stuttering, slurring, or mouth noise that may show up in the videos. I do have a speech impediment that acts up from time to time, and I have a glandular issue that acts up all the time. I do my best to remove it in post, but sometimes it still comes through. If it does, I do apologize. But yeah, we have to like mentally prepare. We've been watching some Attack on Titan, and it's much easier to watch like a episode of that, do a quick review. It's shorter than an episode of Doctor Who. I have to mentally prepare for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours of being here in this heat. So let's not waste any more time.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes. Let's see the premiere of this season.
Yes. Without further ado, let's get into it.
You know, this isn't nearly as bad as it looks.
So what are you saying? Do you really think he's back there trying to wave to us out of history books?
Hey, it's the sort of thing you do.
She's doing it again. Dr. Song, sir. She's packing. Says she's going to some...
Howdy.
Doctor!
Hey, nice hat. I wear a Stetson now. Stetsons are cool.
Ooh.
Sorry, what are you two doing?
They're both time travelers, so they never meet in the right order.
Mhm.
They're syncing their diaries.
Space. 1969.
Going to the moon landing?
It seems so.
Huh.
It's the only things I can think of
Yeah.
of that year.
All right. Fun little intro.
We get to start this season with a river.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep, me
And
too.
she's as sassy as ever.
Yep. Let's go.
And since when do you drink wine?
I'm 1103. I must have drunk it sometime.
What did you see? You said you saw something.
No, I didn't.
Oh, hell no. No, 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 no. Do not change him yet.
His body was already dead.
Hmm.
He didn't make it to the next one.
Hmm.
Like a Viking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who are you?
Mm-hmm. So I was
Why did you come? So, where's one?
Mm-hmm.
What, you think he invited someone else?
But it doesn't matter.
Hey, it mattered to him.
So it matters to us.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead. This is cold. Even by your standards.
Oh, you bad, bad girl. What trouble have you got for me this time?
Ooh. Yep.
Assuming that's for something I haven't done yet.
Mm.
Amy, ask him what age he is.
It's a bit personal.
Tell her. Tell her what age you are.
909. Recruited by who?
Someone who trusts you more than anybody else in the universe.
And who's that?
I would guess it's himself.
Yeah.
You're still gonna die.
We're all going to do that, Amy.
We're not all going to arrange our own wake and invite ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being extremely clever up here, and there's no one to stand around looking impressed. What's the point in having you all?
So we just slap him sometime. The doctor's death doesn't frighten me, nor does my own. There's a far worse day coming for me.
Now I love a bad girl, me, but trust you. Seriously.
The look on his face there, damn.
Vietnam, Watergate. There's some good stuff too.
Not enough.
Hippie.
Archaeologist.
Every day, whoever I am, where are you right now? Who are you?
River, have you got my scanner working yet?
I hate him.
No, you don't.
On loan from Scotland Yard, codename the Doctor. These are my top operatives: the legs, the nose, and Mrs. Robinson. I hate you. No, don't argue with that boring question. Who's phoning you? That's interesting, because Canton 3 is right. That was definitely a girl's voice, which means there's only one place in America.
Ben, is that you? Back from it now. Back from what, honey? That. We can only remember you while we're seeing you, is that it?
Jefferson, Adams, Hamilton, River.
Surnames of 3 of America's founding fathers.
Lovely fellas. 2 of them fancied me. You've got that face on again.
What face?
The he swap when he's clever face.
This is my normal face.
Yes, it is. Oh, shit. What a chance.
So how did the child phone from here?
Okay, but why would anyone want to drop us?
Dunno. Let's see if anyone tries to kill us and work backwards.
Look how cool this stuff is.
Cool aliens.
Well, what would you call me?
An alien.
Oi!
Shout if you get in trouble.
Don't worry. I'm quite the screamer.
Now there's a spoiler for you.
So what's going on here?
All clear. Just tunnels. Nothing down there I can see.
Rory, would you mind going with her?
Yeah, a bit.
Then I appreciate it all the more.
How can they be really old and nobody noticed them?
They forgot.
Oh, it's locked. How's a girl supposed to resist?
Is this sensible?
God, I hope not. Suddenly this man just drops out of the sky. He's clever and mad and wonderful. And imagine what that does to a girl.
I don't really have to.
The day's coming when I'll look into that man's eyes and he won't have the faintest idea who I am. And I think it's going to kill me.
That looks vaguely
What is
familiar.
this place?
There's nothing out there.
They're running under the surface of the entire planet.
Uh-oh.
So,
Doctor Who, exactly.
Exactly.
that's classified. Doctor. I'm pregnant. You're alive!
Jeez.
That was intense.
Yeah, that was a lot of stuff. Oh my lord.
And we were able to begin it with a river episode.
Where do we begin to unpack this one? Dang.
I agree that technology looked vaguely familiar somehow.
It looked like the machine that was in the there was 2 callbacks to the James Corden episode. That machine that was the second story of the apartment where they put their hand on it.
Mhm.
That's what that looked like. Then he was looking for a pilot.
So There was one. What's the other one?
When the doctor tried the wine, he didn't like the wine. There's a scene in where he's sitting there with James Corden and the lady he liked, and they're all drinking. He like drinks the wine. He's like right back into the glass. So, but the second one was, or the first one rather, the first one that we talked about, the second one in the episode, that was feels like a callback to the Lodger episode.
There's a connection somehow.
Maybe, yeah. So maybe that's who that was. Then, and it flew away. So, oh my, just like, we have like future doctor, then the past doctor, and the River, and Rory, and Amy, and alien creatures that you forget about when you look away from them.
They're sort of reminiscent of the classic Greys, a little, but with black suits.
Yeah, they're not as like symmetrical.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like if you took like the Greys and mixed them with the Ood, kind of that thing. This just feels like it's one of those episodes we really can't fully, or one of these stories we can't fully digest until we see the next episode. Just we have more of like, just like this story is just like so all over the place. It's like bang bang. It's like a pinball machine, like bing 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 around. It's like, how are you supposed to like talk about a pinball machine? That's the pinball's going everywhere. It's just a lot of information. Like this season is starting off with like going right into it. Then there was a kid at the end, and the astronaut was a kid, and then Amy shot it. Or Amy shot her.
But the stomach aches may not necessarily be because of the pregnancy, because remember, River also noticed that she had a bit of a pain in her stomach.
I was waiting for Rory to put that together, to make that connection. Also, maybe something happened to Rory again. Like Rory seems to be like the red shirt of the group. So, wonder what happened to him this time. So I think the easiest way for me to kind of just go through this is one of those episodes where I think if I just go through the notes, like I usually don't like to go to the notes so quick. I usually like to talk about it, but like this is just so all over the place and so much. I think we just talk as linear as we can.
I suppose that time travel can do this to the mind.
Like my head really hurts, and I'm not complaining. It was just a lot of information, and you feel free to make fun of me at home for this because like it's just a Doctor Who episode, but still.
Well, the Doctor and River had to exchange diaries.
Exactly. We don't have that luxury. But there was just so much in here. Like this was jam-packed full of stuff. Let's just go to the notes, if that's okay. And we'll go from there.
Oh, entries. Exchange diary entries.
Yeah.
I suppose that then they weren't allowed to look into them. Why would they be able to now?
Yeah, of course. But it's still pretty cool that they are doing that.
Philip's notes.
We open up, and Rory and Amy are at home. And the Doctor is like basically sending them messages, kind of. He appears in the thing they were watching on TV.
Yes, and it happens to be when they aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
How can he possibly be more obvious without actually being there?
It was kind of similarity to the creatures that we saw. Like if they would have looked at him, they would have seen him, but they look away, so they didn't. When you're looking at the creature, you see it. When you look away, you forget. So not apples to apples, but kind of a interesting parallel there. But it's been 2 months without the Doctor, so I thought it was pretty cool that they're just kind of, the companions don't always have to be on the TARDIS with him. I like that. They just got married. They're settling down into their life together.
Being able to build the lives that they had wanted.
Yeah, and to still be the companion without being on the TARDIS. Like you're still a companion.
Yes.
Or companion, sorry, it's plural. You're still the companions. So I like that. I like that we're like, because up to now it's always been like when the companion joins the Doctor, they're always on the TARDIS. Always, all the time. Now they don't have to be. And that makes sense. Like, let me go home for a little. Like, when people want to go home, why is that the end? Well, just let them go home, see their family, and do whatever they want to do. Go shopping, go out to the club, whatever. And then when they're like, hey, Doctor, come pick me back up in about a month.
Yes, after all, he is a time traveler.
Yeah.
So if he needs them, simply go to the time in which they're finished having their alone time.
There you go. We referenced Jim the fish. So I wonder if that was a callback to that episode we saw, one of the Knight and the Doctor, where the fishbowl. See, this is why it's fun to watch the supplemental stuff, even if people don't think it's necessary. We got the reference, if that was the reference. We're assuming it is. Then, as you said, they're syncing diaries together. And the Doctor went from 908 to 1103. So, all right. Everyone's got these envelopes. And
Numbered.
yeah, well, we didn't know at the time, but we just see Rory and Amy get one, and then River gets one. They show up, and then mysterious other guy gets one. He shows up, and then we find out that they're numbered. And they're having a picnic. Doctor doesn't like the wine. That's when Amy first sees the creature off in the distance, and then we see something. We're assuming it's the girl at the end in an astronaut suit walking out of the water towards them, and the Doctor says, "Whatever happens, let it happen. Don't interfere." We're not sure exactly what's going on with the astronaut. I want to keep holding. I'm just gonna say it because we don't really know what, who and or what this is. It's Doctor Who. It could be anything.
Especially since it seemingly deliberately didn't let us see the face.
Yes. So it shoots the Doctor. Doctor starts turning all glowy, and I'm just like, no, not yet. Damn it. Give me this season, please. I'm going to be very, very sad when Matt Smith leaves. Just to say that right now. I may even cry. I like his character a lot. Then this astronaut shoots. He starts regenerating, and I start freaking out. Like, no. And then he, like, disappears? Then comes back? Or something? But he dies. River says it killed him in the middle of his regeneration cycle. He never got his new body. So does this mean that when we do catch up, he's going to get his new body? I don't want Matt Smith to go yet. Not yet. Please, not yet. Please, not yet. And then, so the Doctor dies. Everyone's freaking out. You know, Amy's just beside herself. Everyone's sad, obviously. And, you know, there has to be something we can do and all this stuff. And River says, we do what the Doctor's friends always do, what we're told.
Yes, that's very accurate.
There were a lot of good one-liners in this episode. I'm not going to hit them all, but there were a lot of good ones. And then, as you said, we see the numbers on the envelopes. There were, number 2 was on Rivers. Number 4 was on the mystery old dude. Number 3 was on Rory and Amy's. But who's number 1? Who would be before River? So that was a big question at the time of that episode. And then they're still mourning, obviously, the loss. Amy's in the diner, like he's dead, and as River and Rory are trying to like plot and plan and think of something, where it's like, or Amy's like, it doesn't matter, he's dead, it doesn't matter. And they're like, he's dead, but he still needs us.
Yes, he wouldn't have done this simply so that he could be a spectacle in front of them, having them be the ones to see him die. There's a reason why they had to particularly be here at this time, at this place.
Right.
Why specifically here?
Yeah, exactly. Then they see the first envelope laying on a table, and out walks the Doctor.
Yes.
And I love River's reaction to it. It was so good. And she says, this is cold, even by your standards. And sometime later, she just slaps him across the face. And I was like, it's kind of shitty. But then we find out the Doctor has no idea what's going on, because instead of being 1103, he's 909. If he was 908 when he left them, if I'm understanding that correctly, it's a year after he left them initially. Well, in his, I don't know how.
In his timeline.
Yeah, in his timeline. And this is a really cool moment where they're on the TARDIS, but everyone on the TARDIS is mad at him. Like, everyone's just visibly upset, and he doesn't know why. And he can't know why. I really like that. That he knows something's wrong. And then this Doctor just felt a little more malevolent. Did you get that? Like, just a little, I won't say mean, but a little darker than we're used to. Because, you know, River says, trust me. He's like, trust you? And pretty much like, why would I trust you? Like, he just talked to River in a way you never really heard him talk to River before. And I was just like, you know, you went to prison for killing someone. Who did you kill? Just that whole scene was just like, dang. And just the expression on his face looked very dark. It was just darker. It just had a darker tone to it.
While still being as frank as ever.
Yes. Oh, yeah, of course. So then River, Rory, and Amy go underneath the main mechanism of the TARDIS, like underneath the controls and the walkway and whatnot. And they're kind of like trying to like figure it out. And Amy wants to like solve this. Like, how can we make the Doctor not die? But as River's trying to like kind of explain, the Doctor does everything for a reason. So if he's dying, he knew he was going to this moment. It's for a reason. Something, because they burn his body.
Yes, the Viking funeral that they gave him.
Yeah, because even a dead Time Lord is one that is very important. Because people would travel galaxies for just one cell.
Yes.
So they have to burn him.
That is true. Even his corpse would be a very immense liability to the Earth.
Yeah. Yeah. And then River says, the Doctor's death doesn't frighten me. Neither does mine. There's something much worse out there for me. And at first we're just like, We'll find out later what it is. I'll get to it. But at that moment in time, I'm just like, ooh. Because of course, as far as we know, her end is in that library episode where she goes into the, you know, that virtual reality world or whatever, forever with her friends and whatnot. That's the end that we know about. And then we get to that trust me scene that I was talking about. Got ahead of myself a little bit. And he says, don't play games with me. Don't ever, ever think you're capable of that. I was like, this is when I thought the Doctor was getting dark. Like, ooh. Like, he's usually cocky and upfront and very direct, like you were saying, but this had that malevolent tone to it. Like, don't fuck with me. Don't think you can fuck with me kind of thing, you know? Just in nicer kid show. Well, family show speak.
I love it.
Some good acting by Smith there. I liked it. Which is cool to see the Doctor have that kind of more sharper edge to him. And then they're going to 1969, and the Doctor's all happy, and River calls him a hippie, and he calls her an archaeologist. I like how that's an insult.
That was amusing.
That was. Then they figure out they need to go to the White House. They do, and Richard Nixon's there. And that little funny scene of the Doctor coming out of the cloaked TARDIS, like, and then the president sees him. Like, who are you?
Well, he didn't seem to think that this was in any way suspicious conduct or behavior. Carry on.
Yeah, you're good.
As if somehow they're supposed to ignore that someone uninvited appeared out of nowhere, was able to bypass security, and is now listening to what is supposed to be an extremely private conversation.
Exactly. Doctor has River make the TARDIS reappear. River, Rory, and Amy come out. And he's like, I'm from Scotland Yard, and you know, codename the Doctor, and this is the legs, the nose, and Mrs. Robinson. That was so good. That was so good. So good. That was so good. Also, there's nothing wrong with Rory's nose. I think Rory's cute. So, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I might have a little crush on Rory. I don't care. I like him.
I actually haven't noticed a single thing about his nose. Only now that you've brought it up.
Oh, no, they keep bringing it up. It's a thing. They brought it up a couple times last season.
And looking at it, I don't see anything.
Like, there was a time like, the Doctor was like, I think Rory looks fine.
So he has a prominent nose.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Rory's cute. Leave him alone. And then we have a really interesting scene with Amy in the ladies' restroom, where the creature, whatever this is there. And that woman walks out of the stall. She's like, oh my God, are you a Star Trek mask? Oh, hey, what's up? Look behind you. Oh my God, what are you, Star Trek mask? That was interesting. Like, when you see them, you know them, but when you look away, You forget. So Amy gets out her phone and snaps a picture. Because she's realizing what's going on, and she's watching the lady do it. Which is a really cool way to introduce its power, and also how to plant that seed in Amy's head. How to let her see the power that it has, and then be subjected to it. So she's aware of it, but now she has to. Which we had a little red herring towards the end about that. We'll get to that. The doctor's talking to River. He's like, "You have the look on your face." What look? He's hot when he's clever. Face. She's like, "This is always my face." He's like, "I know."
Yes.
They're leaning really hard with the River Doctor relationship, and I don't mind.
They have good chemistry together.
Oh, they really do. Well, River has chemistry with everybody, but yeah, they have really good chemistry. I think Matt Smith and Alex Kingston have as actors, have really good chemistry together. She's had it with 10 as well, 10th Doctor. But there's just something. I think it's just because the Doctor Matt Smith is portraying is more whimsical. And I'm not going to go into a 10th Doctor rant. They track the call. They're getting this call from this little girl who's listing off presidents' names. I'm like, that's clearly not their name. But it turns out it's like an intersection somewhere in Florida. So they go into this like warehouse thing, operating table looking thing, and just machines and all this stuff. And they're searching around, and then they go down, and they find like a sewer cover type thing. And they, River sees it and pushes out of the way, it goes down. And there's a bunch of these creatures down there. She's like, oh, backing up. Climbs up the thing. Nothing's down there. She's like, I'm going to go back down there. I was like, okay. And this time Rory goes with her. And so they both go down, and they find this like locked like bunker thing. And I love the conversation that River and Rory had there. Because she's like, when the Doctor met me, he knew everything about me. She says, imagine what that does to a girl. And Rory says, I don't think I have to imagine. Yeah. It's good to see that there's still kind of some emotional resonance. Rory is clearly okay with what's going on. But I think he's okay because he knows it makes Amy happy. And he'll do anything to make Amy happy. Because he loves her that much. But there's moments where you can tell he's irritated. Like in the Christmas one when everything is saved. He goes like, and Amy's like, oh, the Doctor did it. And Rory's like, oh, he gets all the credit again. Which this time, yes, is totally fair. Like, you can see, I like how they're not making it all sunshine and rainbows. It's still fun, and everyone's still having, they're having fun on adventures together, but it's not as like, it wouldn't be. There would be some
tension
and jealousy maybe a little bit there. Rory wants Amy to be happy so much, he's willing to go along with it. And also at the same time, why not? You're going to travel around space and time with a woman you love. So, who is still being all like, you may definitely kiss the bride. But yeah, as we've talked about, like every time they meet, it's always something like a weird order in time. And River sets us back to front. When I meet him in the future, he knows everything about me. I know nothing about him. But now as we're interacting more and more, I know more about him and he knows less about me. And she's like, eventually, we'll get to the point where I see him. I know everything about him. He doesn't know who I am at all. He doesn't remember me. He doesn't know anything about me. And it will kill me. That entire speech was so good. So good. So when she said she has a much worse fate, that is a fate worse than death for her. So I thought it was very powerful and well done. Rory gets somethinged. I don't know what happened to Rory. But they're down there, and the Doctor and FBI dude and Amy's up there. FBI dude is knocked out. Then Amy tells the Doctor that she's pregnant. Which, interesting to want to tell the Doctor first. Not your husband. But maybe there's a reason why. So I'm not going to jump on her case like I did in season 5 about the whole marriage stuff. I'm going to wait and see how this plays out. Maybe she wants to talk to the Doctor first because she's scared. Pregnancy is a very big deal. It's not something to be taken lightly. You're bringing a whole new life into existence. And you have all this responsibility on your shoulders. to raise this. You know, it's gonna be scary. I mean, she said she wasn't the marrying type when she lost her memory. Maybe she's not the maternal type. You know, not everybody is. So we'll see how it plays out. But like you said, her sickness, I don't think it's just from that. Because as you said, River fell sick too. So, yes. But then we find out that there are tunnels under the whole planet.
Yes.
And they've been there for centuries. So.
But because their memories keep on being erased, no one ever really noticed it enough to tell anybody about it.
Yeah. And that's like the perfect cover. Usually alien species in Doctor Who are on Earth to invade in some way. So if that's what they're doing, it's the perfect way to do it. You can be right in plain sight and no one will remember you the minute they look away. It's very much like a very interesting spin on the Weeping Angels. Like when you look away from them, they come after you.
Yes.
In this instance, when you look away, you forget. So it's like, I am interested to see if they use that power against them somehow to win. Because that's almost too powerful. How can you fight something you cannot remember? So be very interesting to see how we combat whatever these things are. Down below. And that is all for my notes. Everything else are for my patrons over on Patreon. There was a lot to unpack in this one. And I don't think I did it justice. This was just the easiest way to talk about it. There's probably so much more that sometimes when I'm editing, I'll pick up on something or remember something I wanted to bring up, or something we talked about like in the kitchen afterwards or something. But is there anything else like we didn't cover that you noticed from the episode, or something you liked, or something that you saw that we didn't hit?
The only things I can think of is that if I wanted to study a particular species and to not intervene with them, thus ruining the analysis or the experiment, this would be an excellent way to do it. Which means that hypothetically, this could be happening now and we wouldn't even know.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's the excellent way to study something. Study it while it doesn't know that it's being studied.
Yeah. You're talking about the aliens to humans,
Yes.
yeah. Just to clarify for the audience, yeah. Well, yeah, 100%. It's very OP, overpowered as far as powers go. Like, holy crap. Like, how do you combat this? Maybe you jump back and forth in time and then kill yourself. Hopefully we'll find out next episode where this goes.
It's an extremely difficult opponent.
Yeah.
One that you'll forget this thing's existence the moment that you turn your eyes away.
And unlike the Weeping Angels, all you have to do is have them look at each other. Because they, but how do you fight these things? Because that doesn't matter. So, yeah.
Yes, they're somehow immune to that themselves.
Yes. Other than that, anything else you'd like to add about this episode? Okay. We're going to wrap this one up. It is hot. It is super warm. Ugh. This is a very episode. I feel like I just got I was in the Matrix and I had the thing jammed in my head and just whoa, I know Kung Fu. I just, so much information. So I have to decompress. So we're going to go do that. As always, I don't have a fancy outro. So simply say thank you for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.